Here's an article from Zero Hedge. I think it's from the year 1984, right? It's Stitches for Snitches, right? No, no. Snitches, police create web portal to inform on neighbors. I read that right. You heard that right. Ah, boy, it's by Kurt Zindulka, however you pronounce it. It's right there. So, let's get to it. A local police force in the United Kingdom has established an online portal for members of the public to inform on people suspected of breaking national lockdown measures. It reminds you of they used to do this in Nazi Germany. They used to do this in the United States, McCarthyism. If somebody was suspected of being a communist, you can actually report them, believe it or not. So this is. I mean, my, you see, the problem is the people in the UK, they they elect certain people, and this is what occurred. Um, the, I think the UK is finished. Like London, it's no longer Londoners. The people who kind of colored like me, you know, I'm honest about it. People who colored like me who live in London, you have to protect your national identity. You spent thousands of years, tens of thousands of years, building, defending your nation, and it's gonna fall in a matter of probably a lifetime, less than a lifetime. It's gonna fall to people who don't care about your country, who spit in your faces, and these are kind of like the results. So I'll continue, right? The Humberside Police in Northern England has built a website for citizens to inform on their neighbors for violating the government rules on daily exercise and social distancing. It's just people. Basically, there's a kind of like a lockdown, but also like orders. Like, look, don't go outside because you're gonna either pick the virus up or you're gonna spread. And to me, it's legit. But when you start asking members of the public to basically call out their own neighbors for their for breaking these laws, you're setting up a when it does pass, these things will not be reduced. These things will still be there, where you report neighbors, even friends and family, for just about anything. The UK is a nation that absolutely is broken. There's no way they can survive the next 20 years like this. I mean, I'll save that for another video. Anyway, so let's continue. Uh, this is adding more to the story. Under the lockdown measurements implemented by Prime Minister Boris Johnson, citizens permitted to leave the home for the daily exercise only once per day, and public gatherings of more than two people, with the exception of families who live in the same household, have been banned. To me, that's legit. That's okay. It's like you have to sub these measures. You have to, because whatever's going on, people are lying, right? It's probably really bad when you see countries sacrificing their economy. It's probably bigger than you think. That's just my theory behind it, because I've heard contradictions from experts. This say it's not that bad. People say they're overreacting. Some people say it's really bad. I think use your logic. You see all these countries reacting this way. It's probably bad. Now you have to set up these measures. I completely agree, but when you start neighbors to start snitching on each other, you're setting up similar things that happen in communist countries, happen in Nazi Germany, happen in America with McCarthyism, and people will lie. Like this always happens. People will lie. They will accuse people that they don't like. It always happens. So yeah, I feel sorry for people in the UK, but it is what it is, and it can easily happen in America. I can see it happening simply because people aren't falling. Like when you have a nation that's broken and divided, and without a single identity, a single clear focus, you're gonna have things like this. When you start importing people who don't believe what you believe, who don't like America. It's about hard work, manly men, taking care of your family, taking care of your kids, having kids. When you kind of import, people don't believe that stuff. People don't believe in hard work. You get a broken nation. So I can easily see this because I see like kids in the United States, just search videos. They're drinking beer and drinking it from each other's rear ends. I mean, you have a problem, and I can easily see this happening in the United States. And I heard in New York, right here. I mean, they may need to quarantine the tri-state area, which is New York, Connecticut, and New Jersey, and I agree. I read the stories by Charlie Sterling. It just adds to the it adds to where we are in the world, and I can't say I disagree. Some people may say it's unconstitutional, it's illegal, but it's like this is okay. So this is something that's the world doesn't really prepare for. This is something unique. This is something that's, I'm going to use this term, earth shattering, earth ending. This will, if this continues, this can easily, I mean, if you don't contain it, just leave it like that. It'll get worse, a lot worse. So anyway, this is a story here. It's titled, "We may need to, we may need to quarantine New York City." Essentially, um, I agree. I agree. If New York is currently the epicenter of the problem in the United States, you'll have no choice. You'll have no choice. Like in Sweden, oh geez, this is like we only have no go zones for the diverse people. Similar in New York, it has to be a no go zone until this is under control, right, and spread towards the rest of the country. Do what's best for the country, not what's best for yourself. That's the way I look at it. Alright, guys, I'll post the links in the description. Thank you for listening and subscribe, share, whatever. Hope you enjoyed.